Hello, I'm very excited to be here right now. I don't even know why I'm saying that, but I would just like to say welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the very first time I've been on YouTube to do a video or whatsoever, and I have something very big to talk about. I mean, actually, to start with, my videos are going to be mostly political, entertainment based, and stuff like that. You know. My name is Calvin, and to introduce myself properly, my name is Calvin, and it's Calvin Jr. It's Calvin Jr. right here, and his mom is working right now. Actually, she's just in the room doing some housework and whatnot, and he's hanging out with me on my first video, and we're going to be talking about Donald Trump for president in 2016. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but you know, this being my first video, and I don't want to get all controversial and political, but I guess that's who I am. That's what I study. That's what everything's going to be based off of on my YouTube channel and stuff, and politics. We're going to get into that, and we're going to talk a lot about it. Stand up for you a little bit. Good. Say hi to people. Hey, what's up? Yeah. So, without further ado, today we're going to be talking about the biggest news in television history, I guess. I don't know if that's true or not. Mr. Trump and his political announcement said that he's going to be running for president in 2016. My question is it a good idea? That's my first question. And absolutely, it is a good idea. The idea of running for president of the United States. It's a good idea for Donald Trump, for the GOP. It is actually a brilliant idea. Now let me tell you why. We all know Mr. Trump. He's not a politician. He don't have enough record. He don't have a lot on the paper to prove to the American people that one, he's a politician. And that is kind of good for the other candidates in the GOP party because they can rob off of that. You know, in the primary elections, you know, they're going to be on him. He got records. He got things that he's done that they are going to use against him, and that is going to draw attention to them. I think Trump is just doing this thing to draw more attention to the GOP party. Because we all know that he is not going to win no matter what he does. He's not going to win. So he's going to be there to put up arguments that are going to make these other GOP look great. And actually, that's kind of good for the GOP. That's kind of good for business because him being famous and rich, you know, that is good for them. That's giving them more publicity. That is giving them more, you know, attention in the media and everywhere else, you know, because if you really beat Donald Trump in an argument or, you know, debate, you know, you're going to be known for that. I mean, as a political candidate, as a presidential candidate, you're going to be known for that. People are going to talk about it a lot, and that's one way to get publicity, to get people to know you. I mean, if you're arguing against a guy like Donald Trump. And two, if Donald Trump don't win the primary, which he is not going to win. The GOP ain't stupid. People in the GOP party aren't stupid. They're not going to send Donald Trump out there to be, you know, to be their representative to run against Hillary Clinton. They're not going to do that because it just can't happen. We have more qualified people in the GOP party to do that than Donald Trump. But let's say he don't win, right? That is also good for the GOP party because he is going to, you know, endorse. When he falls out of the race, he's going to endorse somebody that is going to be, you know, most of his followers that he's going to accumulate while he's in the race, he's going to follow that person. My second question is it a good idea for Donald Trump to be the president of the United States of America? And my answer is no. No, 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 no. That's a big, fat no. Donald Trump cannot be the president of the United States of America. And everybody know that. Every American, every informed American who is a voter, every informed American know that Donald Trump cannot be the president of the United States of America. It's not a good idea. It's not going to happen. Being the president is a very difficult job, and Mr. Trump is definitely not ready to take on that task, considering the fact that he's failed so much at so many things he's done business-wise. He cannot be the president of the United States of America. Let me tell you why. Mr. Trump is a very smart person. He's a very smart person. He's a mastermind, okay? But why is his type of smart not good to be the president? One, he's self-centered, okay? Mr. Trump is self-centered, very self-centered for that matter. You know, since the 1990s, Mr. Trump has been bailed out so many times by bankruptcy. Bankruptcy, yes, bankruptcy. 4 or more bankruptcy he has on his record by this time. That is not good enough to be the president of the United States of America. That is not a good record to have. Now, let me be clear. Personally, Mr. Trump has not been bankrupt, personally. But business-wise, his casino and his real estate investments, he's going for bankruptcy on all of those. You know, as he himself said, he don't like the B word, and the B word is bankruptcy. He don't like it. I mean, we all think that, oh yeah, he's done this so many times. He's probably familiar with the word, and he probably know what he's done. But see, every time this guy is about to go into bankruptcy, he don't personally do it because he can, because he's rich. He got his own personal money. But he hides behind his business to go to bankruptcy, which leaving his own personal profile very clean. See, he's been a CEO for multiple companies that have filed for bankruptcy. Now, that is not smart. That is not good politics right there if he's going to try to put himself into politics. All this bankruptcy on his record is not smart, actually. See, I think our good friend Mitt Romney in 2012, he will be a billion times better than Donald Trump at being the president of the United States of America. He will be. Romney is actually what you want to call a successful businessman. He got the qualities of a successful businessman, you know. But Mr. Trump, on this other hand, is just not. So, with that being said, Mr. Trump has zero platform to run on in 2016. Number one, he didn't study politics. He is not a politician. So what is he going to be talking about? If you are not a politician, you should be at least a successful businessman. Now, Mr. Trump is a successful man, but he's not a successful businessman. Because all the business that he's managed in his life, almost all of them have gone bankrupt. So he's not going to use his business experience or his, business persona or his business credential to try to convince the American people, because it happened before everybody eyes. We all saw it. He can't use that because he don't have a good record when it comes to money. When it comes to running a company, he can't run a company. What makes you think he can run a country? What makes you think he can run a country? Think about that. Third, can Mr. Trump right here beat Hillary come 2016? Now let's just say hypothetically, some way, somehow, Mr. Trump get elected to represent the GOP in 2016 presidential election. I mean, come on, would he even stand a chance against Hillary? With all of his record that I've made, everything that I've said here, Mr. Trump actually do not stand a chance against Hillary, because those Democrats are going to be all over him. He's not going to stand a chance, because they'll be all over him. They're going to be over all his record, all his bankruptcy. Number one, in the first place, this guy cannot appeal to the middle class of America. He cannot appeal to poor people, because he never seen or experienced being poor. He has never experienced anything about poverty. All his life is money, 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 money. he's rich. He was born into it, you know. So you can't tell me that Mr. Trump right here is going to win the trust of the everyday American. He will not. He will win the trust of the top 1%, my friend, and that is not enough to get you elected. You know, people are going to say, oh, he don't care about us, he don't know us, as well as people like Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton know us. And considering the fact that Hillary Clinton has done so many humanitarian work around the world, she's run so many times for office and actually served in a public position, you know, that is points for her that Mr. Trump don't have. I mean, even the toughest of Republicans in this country will agree. You know, Mr. Trump just, you know, will not be able to pull this off when it comes to the middle class. And those are people that make most of the vote in America. So when it comes to that, I really don't know. He's gonna be, you know, playing, you know, maybe flip-flop like his buddy Mitt Romney. And besides appealing to middle class stuff, Hillary political record is going to crush Mr. Trump. Hillary political record, she got so much, she done do so much that Mr. Trump can't come against. I mean, he might talk to famous world leaders and travel the globe, but he didn't travel the globe like Miss Clinton did. He didn't travel the globe talking government issues like she did. He didn't travel the globe talking about, you know, international, you know, reconciliation like Clinton did. He didn't talk about closing a deal on a nuclear weapon or trying to find a means to deal with foreign countries. You know, he didn't talk about trying to deal with terrorists. He hasn't dealt with all of those things yet, and Clinton has. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you're talking about, oh yeah, Trump is going to whoop Clinton's ass. You know, think about everything I just said. Because Trump don't have the papers. Trump don't have that education. Trump don't have the experience in government. So that's one thing Hillary is going to beat him on. So Trump talking about running for president, really, run for president. Bring more attention to the GOP. Bring more attention to Republicans. You know, bring more money there too. I draw a few more followers to the GOP, people that really like you. People that really like you, people that will do anything for Trump, people that are #1 Donald Trump fan, they will do everything for you. That's a brilliant idea for GOP business, actually. For you actually being the president, sir, is not going to happen. Never, ever in the history of the United States, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And that's just a big fat no and a big fat sorry.